Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you about 4 signs of worn struts and shocks. If you're looking for some indicators that your struts and shocks are worn, that you should be looking for new ones soon, then this is the video for you, because I'll be going over 4 specific indicators that you can feel, hear, and see that will tell you that your shocks and struts are worn and you should be looking for new ones soon. Now let's get right to it. The first indicator that I'm going to tell you about is a very, very bumpy ride, okay? So struts and shocks are designed to make your ride nice and smooth, to make sure that your ride is not very bumpy, okay? So what happens is when your shocks and struts are worn and you go over a speed bump or a pothole, that they're not going to absorb that shock, okay? You're going to feel that shock in the form of a very bumpy ride. And if they're really worn, you'll even hear the metal on metal hitting together, okay? And that's a really, really key indicator. That's one of the first things that you'll notice, that your shocks and struts are worn, okay? A very bumpy ride and a very loud ride whenever you go over any sort of bump, okay? The second indicator is that your car is pulling to one side. Now, your car pulling to one side is often a sign of your wheels being out of alignment, okay? And that is a sign of a worn strut assembly. So once again, if you're noticing that your car is either pulling to the right or to the left, then you should get your alignment checked. And if you need a new alignment, then you should definitely look into your strut assembly to make sure that it is still in good condition. The third indicator is uneven tire wear. Now, once again, the shocks and struts basically keep your tires firmly planted on the road. And what happens is when your shocks and struts are worn, then your tires can't be firmly planted on the road. And if your tires aren't firmly planted on the road, then you're going to experience some uneven wear, okay? It's going to be either on the outside or the inside, but you're going to notice that your tires are wearing unevenly. So take a look at the tread on your tires and you can see if you are experiencing any uneven wear. And if you are, you should look into your shocks and struts, because they could be a reason. There could be other reasons that you're experiencing uneven tire wear, but your shocks and struts are definitely something to look into. And the last thing is a dipping front end when you brake. So when you brake, okay, you should sort of feel yourself moving towards the front of the car, but your car should stay relatively balanced. It shouldn't really dip noticeably, at least not when you're in the car, and unless you're braking like really, really hard. If you are just sort of braking normally and you notice that your front end of your car dips down, the nose of your car dips down, that is definitely the sign of worn struts and shocks, okay? Because they're absorbing the force, but they're not able to keep your car nice and balanced. So your nose ends up dipping down, and that basically is a sign that you should look into your shocks and struts and whether or not they are overly worn. And that's basically it. In this video, I've gone over 4 signs of worn struts and shocks. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know some indicators that you look for with regards to worn struts and shocks in the comment section down below. And above all, please be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.